What's good, guys? Just Prince TV here. And I did a little survey, all right? I asked a couple people who's the most overrated rapper of all time. And I consistently got three names that came up, believe it or not. Eminem, Drake, and Tupac. Those are the three guys that came to mind the most. And before I even get into it, like who's the most overrated out of those three, I want to start off with Tupac first. Because when I say Tupac was overrated, I never say he was overrated in terms of being a bad rapper, okay? He's not an MC, he's not a lyricist, but he's not a bad rapper. He's a good rapper. And you can make a case he's a great rapper because he got hit songs, all right? So that's no offense to Tupac. I got a lot of respect for Tupac as an artist and what he stood for in the hip-hop community. And I still continue to say he's the most influential rapper of all time. No rapper had more impact on the rap game than Tupac, okay, in terms of people wanting to be like him. He originated so many original styles. Tattoos. Rappers didn't have tattoos until Tupac was wearing them. The bandana, even the wearing, you know, the Versace or the name brand style clothes. You know, Tupac was one of the first to do all of that flashy stuff, you know. But my opinions on him remain the same. He is highly overrated in terms of giving him more credit than what he deserves. Because if Tupac was so great, how come you didn't felt that way when he was alive and rapping? Okay, when he passed away, all of a sudden you start giving him this godlike statue and start acting like he was the best thing since sliced bread. When there's a lot of other rappers better than him in terms of just flow, flat out kicking the 16. Okay? You could argue a case of substance, all right? But guys like Big, the Nas's, lyrically, they're just better than Tupac. Jay-Z's a better lyrical artist than Tupac, okay? And Jay-Z got just as much hit songs as Tupac, okay? And the thing about Jay-Z, at least he did it while he was still here presently. Okay, he didn't have to pass away for you to overhype him and give him way more credit than what he deserves. So that's with Tupac. So then it goes on to Drake. I think Drake is by far one of the most overrated hip-hop artists of all time because he's more of a R&B singer. What he does is not really hip-hop. He's a trendy rapper that jumps on trends and steals other people's flows. But he can't hang with a lot of rappers, okay? He's not even the best rapper of his generation. So that alone makes him overrated because I think Kendrick Lamar is better than him. And I think Kendrick Lamar is the best rapper of this generation. Then it comes to Eminem. Eminem for me is the very definition of overrated, okay? You could be a so-called lyricist, put words together, but that doesn't mean it's hot, okay? If you rhyming the alphabet together, that don't mean you're a good lyricist, okay? He's an alphabet an ABC rapper to me, and to me I always looked at him as being highly overrated, you know, and it's always going to be like that for me when it pertains to Eminem. He got one good song that I like, which is Lose Yourself. It's something that I could relate to. You know, it's a song talking about prosperity, but outside of that, his whole catalog is weak to me. You know, I don't even look at none of those as classic albums. I think he's highly overrated. And I think he's only a majority accepted is because of his skin color. He's the exception in the rap game because you can't talk bad about him too much because of his skin color. You're going to be labeled as a racist. And if you say your true opinions on him, it's going to make you look real bad, you know. So a lot of people tend to say, oh, he's a dope artist just for the simple fact that they don't want to get called out. And he's too famous amongst certain people because being the fact that he is white, he attracts a lot of white fans, that guys that look like him, talk like him, and say, hey, he's our open gate to hip hop, you know. And because he's rapping, that gives us a free pass to come in here. But it's not about that, you know. Whether you white, black, Latino, you either have skills or you don't, you know. And Eminem's skills is highly overrated. He don't say nothing that really mind-boggling, nothing that's really great. I mean, when did Eminem ever have a song that is as genius or as great storytelling as a Nas or like I Gave You Power? He can't do nothing like that. He don't have the creativity to do it. You know, he's just rhyming words together, and that don't mean it's hot, bro. You know, and he's big. His a majority of his fans come from the suburbs, so he's opening the new door to allow new fans in hip hop. For that, I am grateful because I love to see white, black, Latino people come together to talk about hip hop. But don't ever get this shit twisted. This is music that was created by the brothers and Latinos. This is our community. This is our music, our genre. Okay, so we get to call what real hip hop is because we started it. Especially people from my neighborhood. If you haven't noticed, I'm from Queens, son. I'm not just from Queens. Okay, I rep and experienced one of the most hip hop driven neighborhoods ever. And that's Queensbridge. You don't get no more hip hop than Queensbridge. Period. Okay, you could name all them other New York neighborhoods. Park Hill, Bed-Stuy, none of them touch Queensbridge outside of South Bronx for dead spacked on hip hop. Period. You know? And for me, if I had to put it in order of overrated, I would say Drake, Eminem, then Tupac. Those are the lineup for most overrated. But Tupac's only on that list because he just get heavily praised. It's not because he's a bad rapper. I actually think Drake and Eminem aren't really that good at all. You know, Eminem spends his time battling clowns like Benzino, or he spends time battling what's that dude? That he's married, I guess, to Megan Fox. I forgot his name. That other white rapper, I forgot his name, but he battles guys like that. You know, he's not even really a good battle rapper because he's overrated in that aspect. But who's most overrated for you guys? Or is it 3 guys on that list? Or do you have a complete different 3 list of top overrated rappers? Get at me. Peace.